Hello everyone, I am Tony, the Webpreneur Nerd. I got a request on Twitter the other day. One of my Twitter followers sent me a direct message and said, I don't have a website and I don't know how to get it all set up, and what can I do? So I have decided to take on the challenge. I want to see if I can record a video that shows you beginning to end just how easy it is to set up a website. So I'm going to take you all the way through it, and we'll see how long it takes and how it works out. All right, let's get rolling. I have been using HostGator for years and years and years. Love HostGator. The support is amazing. The prices are very fair, and they just offer everything that I need. So let's go with HostGator. All right, so for this demo, I'm going to look at View Web Hosting Plans. And if you're not sure what you need to get, then you can do Compare All Hosting Plans. And you can see the smallest one has unlimited disk space. That means that you can upload as much as you want, and it's not going to be a problem. Bandwidth, that's how, like if a user visits your site, and every time they visit your site, they have to make requests from the server, right? So like every image you put on your website, every video, that's bandwidth, how much data is traveling back and forth between the user and the server. So you get unlimited bandwidth with all of them. Domains allowed. If you're just going to have one website and one domain pointing to the website, then you can go with the smallest package. Otherwise, if you're going to have multiple domains or even multiple domains pointing to one website, you need to go up to the higher plan. So 24/7 support, backups, all that good stuff. Domain FTP features. So this is what I was talking about, add-on parked domains. If you have 3 domains, for instance, all pointing to the same website, they would be parked domains, and you would need to go up one. But if you're just going to have one domain name and one website, you can go with the smallest one. Private SSL. Private SSL is if you want your domain protected by a private SSL key. And I'm not going to go into detail about that. If we're just starting a weblog or something like that, if we're just getting our blog set up, don't even really have to worry about that. Okay, so I'm going to close this, and I'm going to go with the smallest one. So I'm going to order. All right, so I'm going to tell it to register a new domain. And let's try trainingbytony.com. Ooh, trainingbytony.com. So that's available. Oh, trainingbytonycon.com. That's weird. I'm not really going to use this, but I still want to get a decent domain. So webpreneurnerd.com. How about that? Training by Webpreneur Nerd. It fills on the .com, and it looks like, congratulations, it's available. So we're going to leave it at that. Package type hatchling. That's what I want. Billing cycle. I want to do monthly. So it's going to be, looks like it's $7.16 a month. And my user. All right, so my account is created. An email has been sent to me. Let's check it. All right, so I waited for the email to come in. Here's the email sent to me by HostGator. And it says I can log into the billing system at this particular address. Gives me my password, my plan, and my control panel, and my domain, and the password, and just everything I need to get started. So my first step is to go to my control panel. So I'm going to go to my control panel, and I'm going to type in my username, Dexling0, and my password. Okay, so this is my control panel, totally GUI. Everything is click and point, and all of that good stuff. So I'm going to close this whole cloud backup thing. I'm going to close the get started deal. The first thing I want to do is I want to get WordPress installed on my new website. So I've got my website, the domain's all set up, and now I need a way to interact with the website, and WordPress is the way to do it. So let's find WordPress. There it is, WordPress hosting. Get started with WordPress. Install now. All right, WordPress is the software I need. Click continue. And let's see, application URL. So really important. If you want WordPress to be at the root of your domain, and what that means is when someone pulls up trainingby.webpreneurnerd.com, they get my website, then you just leave this blank. However, if you want it to be in like a subfolder, then you would fill that in. But I'm just going to leave that blank. My admin email is dexlinks@gmail.com. My blog title is Training by the Nerd Admin User. Dexlinks, first name, Tony Rappa. And I'm going to click install. And here it goes, 1%. Whoa, okay, that was quick. All right, so it says, congratulations, my installation is ready. I can now access it by clicking here. So you probably want to take note of your username and password, and that's something that you can change in WordPress later. So when I click here, it's pointing to my actual domain name. Because I just registered my new domain, it could take 24 to 48 hours for the DNS to register. And what that means is nobody knows my new name out there in the big world of the cloud. And it usually takes 24 to 48 hours for it to go all over the place, to announce itself, to say, hey, this is where I'm at. Once it does that, then I'll be able to get in here. So I'm going to pause the recording for now. We'll give it some time to do that, and then so I'm not going to do anything else. I'm just waiting, and when I restart the video, then we'll see what happens. All right, so we left off at about 2 o'clock, and it is just about 3:30 now. So it only took about an hour and a half to replicate the DNS, at least enough to be able to move on with the setup of my website. So I checked it, and my website is pulling up in a browser, so I can see what's been installed with WordPress. This is the email that I received before we ended, and it gives me the link to my admin area, which is my domain /wp-admin, my username, and my password. So I'm going to copy my password, and I'm just going to click on the link. And here we go. So I'm going to put in my username, my password, click on login. Okay, so this is the administration area of your WordPress installation. Okay, this is where you're going to change the way it looks, so your designs and all of that, and it's going to be where you do your new blogs and publish everything and all that good stuff. So let me just show you around a little bit real quick. Let's say the first thing I want to do is update my appearance. So I'm going to hover over appearance and go to themes. And you can see what themes come with it. And I can click on add new. There's a whole bunch of things that you can do to filter what kind of themes will show up. There are tons of free themes available here when you do a search, and all over the web. There's also themes that you can pay for. I'm just going to do a free theme so I can show you how easy it is to update the look of your website. So I'm going to click on featured. And these are some of the featured themes, and I think I like this one here. So I'm going to click on install now, and I'm going to click on activate, and that should be it. So if I actually pull up my domain, I'm just going to copy that, open a new tab, and paste it. There it is. So this is what people will see when they go to my website. Let's say I kind of don't like that one, so I'm going to activate a different one. So I'll just activate this one. So I can go back to the tab with my website, click on refresh, And there it is. Okay, so you have your theme set up. You've done your research. You pick the theme that you like. You have it installed. The next step is to create a blog entry or pages. So if you want to create pages, click on Pages. It comes with a sample page. I usually just delete this or change the name, say like to Home. So I'm going to go to Edit, and I'm going to change the name to Home. And if I click on Edit here, I can change the actual page name to Home. And you can just delete this. I can say this is my home page and click on Update. So now I've got my home page, and I'm going to click on Add New so I can add a new page. And I'm going to call it Contact Me. And I'll say phone 310-800-1133, email, let's say Tony@webpreneur-nerd.com. All right, and I'm going to click on Publish. And I'm going to add one more, Add New, and I'll call it About Me. This is a page all about me. And I'll click on Publish. Okay, so now I have my pages. So the difference between pages and posts is that posts, you'll mainly see a list of the post names, and you can click on any one of the posts, and when you do a new post, it'll automatically update the list. Pages, you're just going to see the links to the pages on the side of your website. So let me show you what that looks like. So there's my pages. So I created About Me, Contact, and Home, right? So I can go to Home, I can go to Contact Me, I can go to About, and there it is. You can remove the comment ability from pages so that people aren't leaving comments on your pages. Now the posts, you'll see recent posts, Hello World, and all of that. Let me go to Posts, and I'll show you what that looks like. So I'm just going to delete this Hello World post, and I'm going to add a new post. I'm going to do my first post. This is a blog post about the first time I ever blogged. Okay, so I'm going to publish that. And I'm going to do a new post. I'm going to call it my second post. This is the second post I've ever had the chance to write. Publish. I'm going to do one more just so you can see a full list. Add post. Yet another post. Dang, I'm getting good at this now. Alright, so I'm going to publish. I'm going to go back to the tab that shows my website, refresh, and there you go. So yet another post, my second post, my first post, and you can see that it will sort them from newest at the top to oldest at the bottom. So if I click on any one of these, there's my post, people can leave comments, and my second post, and my third post. There are all kinds of plugins, a lot of stuff that you can do, but if you're just starting out, that's it. That's all it takes. So once you have that all set up, you can start writing blogs, and then you can share it on Twitter. There's one thing I do want to show you. If you go to Settings, and you go to Permalinks, one of the things that you want to make sure of, now when you create a new post, it's automatically going to try to name it with the day and the name of the post, so that's kind of the format. You can leave that if you want to. I like to do the post name and save changes. That way whenever I create a new post, it'll automatically just name the post the title that I put here. So kind of the easiest way to do that, and that way you see how long that is. If I change that, so let's say I do a new post, another post of mine, text, and I publish it. So if I refresh this, go to another post of mine, you see it takes out the date. So I can just copy this and share that on Twitter, on my Facebook account, on G+, whatever I want, and that's it. You're up and running and blogging. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments. You can email me, check out my blog. Please tweet me and follow me and all that good stuff. And if you have anything that you'd like me to cover in another video, let me know. Happy to do it. All right. Have a killer day.